Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kansas State's offense will get the ball first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give out of the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming to this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Dumps it off in the flats. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff to the lone back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Houston going up tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Keep it on the ground. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, First drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it downfield because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's carry on.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Punt is in the air. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive from the 42. The give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air on first down. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Complete to start this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. It's complete on the right side. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And that's a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They want to run it left here. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Might as well stick with him. Creates a little space. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. The Cougars are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
And the Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Under fire. Hauls it in. Across the 35. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. He wants it all. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got him downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Russ. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Got enough space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job back.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by a field goal over Liberty. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Turning it on! Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Kansas State quick to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll run play action. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires left. It's caught. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Going up top again. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Took a shot as he threw.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Kansas State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hutchinson. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Houston wants to play fast. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Makes the grab. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's another first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Houston.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Houston going up tempo.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Line getting set on second down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're working that left side. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Houston getting set, looking at first and 10.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Next, going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Catch in the middle. It's carry on. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offense is really...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll leave it with him. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Wildcats! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him.
Houston wants to play fast.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Big fella moving. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job.
Ernie on the Jets. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Offense working from the pistol. They're going to ride this running back.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. He's not going to win any gold medals in the 100 or anything like that, but he's fast enough to hurt you.
Yeah, that's the whole key. He's got just enough to force the defense to stay honest. You have to account for this guy's ability to tuck the football and run.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the left.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game.
I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give and tick, 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 tick. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Russ. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming to the line looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging it and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Offense facing fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's complete! And he will score! Touchdown, Cougars! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent to me.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Here's a throw downfield late. Can't make the catch. In fact, he just flat dropped it, and they just dropped the game. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue.